Today is the third CS2 update that we got this week, marking it back-to-back days where we've got updates, and today's update focuses on more bug fixes. We got more fixes with the smokes, so previously before the update, if the player model was on the edge of the smoke, you could clearly spot them. Let's look what the smoke looks like with today's update. You can still spot the figure, but it doesn't show as much. Oh, it actually went away. So yeah, I guess depending on where you are at, you could still see a little bit of that figure player model outline, but it does come and go. It goes in and out. And then previously, you could also spot the models inside the smoke. So let's look at what it looks like now. All right, so let's see. Can I spot the CTs inside here? Nope, I cannot see anything at all. And I don't see any CTs. Prior to today's update, you had a somewhat radar hack where if you had a smoke in front of a glass window, you would be able to spot your opponents on the radar without being able to see them because of the smoke. We've got some bots in front of the glass. Let's see if this radar hack smoke bug is fixed. All right, looks like this bug has been fixed. There is nobody on my radar, and if I delete the smoke, here they are. Here's a clip earlier from today with the YouTuber PNX. You can see on the radar, he's inside the smoke. He spots somebody on the radar. So it's not just the window. So let's go ahead and test this out. Another radar smoke issue, which Keto writes, new bug. You can see the people on the radar when they're inside the smokes. Happened to me like 5 times today at least. And look, so you can see on the radar here that there is somebody, a T inside the smoke, and then also here in the elbow smoke, and that is huge integrity to pro matches. All right, so let me test this out. I have a T inside the smoke here, and I do not see that T. And then I've also got a T inside the elbow smoke. Don't see that T on the radar either times. So just to show you guys, yep, there we go. And then here we go. Looks like that has been resolved for the most part. A lot of players are having issues with FPS when it comes to smokes. I'm averaging like 300 FPS without anything going on. But if I were to throw a smoke wall, you can see how detrimental it is to my FPS, dropping it down to almost like 130, 150. So I'm losing 200 plus FPS just from a smoke wall. So the game still needs to be optimized in that essence. There were door issues yesterday. So if you open the one door and you double tap it, it makes the other door spin around. Are these doors fixed? Yes, they are. I am not seeing any revolving doors or 360s. On Nuke, if you're in heaven, you have a scope weapon, you could actually see through that wall towards secret and get a wall bang. And we're going to see it done once more. And let's see if the devs fix this. All right, so I've got 3 T's inside secret. I've got an op. I'm in heaven. Looks like this wall is fixed. I cannot see through that wall at all. Yesterday on Twitter, Monacy showed this gap towards shelf on Ancient towards the B side. If you have a scope weapon, you can actually spot through the gap to look towards B and even get the wall bang here. The gap towards shelf has now been fixed. They put a filling here so you can no longer see and expose the B site. Some small changes to Anubis and Mirage where there's certain positions where you cannot no longer throw the C4 where it can get stuck. Unfortunately, I don't know where it was, but that got fixed. And then also on Anubis towards heaven, there was clipping issues where the weapons would actually fall through the floor and they would be unretrievable. So that got fixed as well. And this is my favorite update from today's patch where they fixed an issue that prevented some older demos from playing back. So it's very annoying having to revert back to one of the older updates and betas in order to watch a demo. And the demo I'm watching here is from November between phase and complexity on Anubis, and it works perfectly fine. There is a movement bug that if you tap out and you tap back in, you're able to jump 4 units higher than normal. In other news, there is a new trade hold update. So when you change your Steam name, you now get a 2 to 4 hour trade hold. So on top of that, you also get a new API key, which requires mobile authentication. So rest in peace API scams. We also got a second update tonight where their inputs were fixed on the mouse. So some users were having issues where they had their nade prong and that they would automatically throw them, as well as the C4 was having issues planting. And that wraps it up for today's update. See you in the next one.